Hello and welcome. Caught me there setting up the laptop. So hopefully everybody's okay. We have a poll running as normal. So if you are watching this on the replay, what theme are you most looking forward to in 2026? Superhero / Star Wars. So it's one or the other for that one. You've then got Ninjago / amusement park for number 2. Lego City and Friends is number 3, and the Black Box 18 plus or the Lego Ideas is the 4th option. So what one are you most looking forward to in 2026? Now, of course, we will be covering some Lego sets as we go, but we are going to have to continue sticker sheetless for this Ninjago set, only because if I am missing some pieces, this set gets discontinued and I will be screwed. So I think what I'm going to do is just do it, get the sticker sheet ordered, obviously, and then stick everything up on the outside and then basically hope for the best. So we're going to have to really tuck into this set now and just go for it, because if I am missing any pieces, not that I should be, it's just I haven't had much luck with the last of the Ninjago set. So hopefully if I'm only missing a sticker sheet, that is absolutely fine. And then, yeah, we should just basically be living the dream and just carry on. So this is the part that I realised that I was missing the sticker sheet for. Then I got in a grump and a huff. And then, to be honest, I would much prefer making this without the sticker sheet than carrying on with the 8080 at the moment. So we'll just carry on with that, shall we? But yeah, get your votes in. Let us know what you are going to be buying next year in 2026. I think we're going to have a good range of superhero stuff. So I put a good one next to one that might not be so good. So it's a fair battle. Ninjago being a 15th year anniversary as well might be an interesting one. Lego City and Friends are always strong in January, and of course I have left off Harry Potter, but it is what it is. And then we've got the black boxes, which is just basically everything that is in the black box, which is always an 18 plus set. Some of them might be interesting next year as well. So yeah, we are on the countdown to the Star Trek stuff, and obviously there's rumors, there's images potentially of stuff circulating around at the moment, so we might be discussing that when the time is right. But of course there is going to be a live stream happening on the Lego website this week, so we will be covering that live stream, and I am assuming it is going to be the Enterprise, and I am very, very much looking forward to that. If they throw a curveball at us and it's going to be a completely different set, well, it can't be too bad. But I'm sure that the Star Trek, is supposed to be coming on Black Friday. We are going to be waiting, but I am sure this is the last set of the year. So I have high hopes for it, but at the same time, it might be rubbish. But I can see the votes coming in at the top, so everybody that's jumping in, hello to everybody, hope you are good. So yeah, we've got I think it might be a 2-horse race, to be honest. I think it's going to be either the adult 18 plus going up against the superhero bits and pieces, because don't forget you've got the modulars and stuff, which is classed as the black boxes, and then you've obviously got, we already know what the superhero stuff is going to be with the Marvel for the 18 plus, and Star Wars might also be fruity next year with the Mando film coming out. So yeah, get your votes in, let us know. And obviously, if you are building anything, let me know what you're building. I can get it up on the screen. You can have a look at the minifigures and all that kind of stuff as well. And I can just give me a break from tucking into this. But I'm going to be on here for a little while this evening, just as we plod along. So I haven't yet done a long slog of this yet. We've done bits and pieces with regards to lots of talking, which is great. But actually churning through the bags, I've not yet managed to do that yet. So I would imagine we won't be doing that in this one either. But all we can do is try. And I am very, very trying. So yeah, we can see. I do not want that to keep happening. Interesting. So this is going to have a lot of Technic pieces, because we've done a lot of the Technic cogs. So hopefully we are getting more to the Lego-y based bits. The votes are still flying in, but we're at the moment. So we are at, it's a 3-way tie now. 33, 33, 33. Interesting. Well, I can vote on this one. So I am going to vote, and I am going to make it a 4-horse race, because I am most excited about the amusement park stuff for next year, with Ninjago as a very close second. So we are now 25% each So let's see how this unfolds over the live streams. I am hoping next year we get a roller coaster. That is what I am hoping we get and receive, which would be fantastic. So yeah, if we are going to be getting a roller coaster next year, that's it. That's what I want. I want, actually, in all fairness, I want a log flume. So if anybody from the Lego group is listening, I know it's a little bit late, but a log flume would be amazing, just like your Viking Rapids in Billund. Straight up, down he goes, little loop at the bottom. Add loads of minifigures to that. That would be fantastic. That can go in my water park section of the theme park, and I am living the dream. If not, I would be quite happy with another crazy roller coaster. Because they look great. Disney Store has a 20% off Lego on a website, including the original. Thanks, Jay. Thanks. Right, so we know the rule. Whoever speaks about the Lego first, I go onto the Lego website because it's just easier for me to do. Star Wars set in question. I think, to be fair, we have got a lot to pick from with regards to choices, because I've got a funny feeling John Lewis is also the same. But yeah, Disney Store has a 20% off Lego on website, including, actually, let's go on to the Disney Store. There's a certain somebody that is trying to convince me that I need a certain set before it gets discontinued. So let's have a quick look. What is the Disney Store website called? Oh, disneystore.co.uk. I was going to keep popping out with the actual Disney thing. All right, let's have a look at Lego. Ooh, new website to take a look at. Right, so quick look at this. We are on to here. Go away. Right. Is it? Oh, I'm assuming. What have they got then? Because they've started their Black Friday early. ATST still full price. They're still full price. Coming down. The small Falcon. Big Falcon. 20% off. He's not lying to us, look. So the Disney Store has got both of these sets available, and you are looking at the Razor Quest and the Millennium Falcon. Are you interested in any of those? Because the Falcon's on the chopping block for this year, and that is basically the price that you paid before the price increase, if I remember rightly. So it was about $550, $580, enabling after work. So Jay's Toy Collection UK does his best. I think you'd still be at work, to be honest. Stop sharing. Go away. Yeah, so I don't know. But I'm going to be interested with regards to who thinks what for the poll and what they're going to be most looking forward to collecting next year. For me, it's definitely, it's definitely my priority is I would like another big kind of coaster or something. We didn't get anything this year. We've got the smaller one. Don't get me wrong. We've got the little roller coaster and things like that. But there was an Easter egg on the box of the Loop roller coaster where it had the drop tower that spun. So either they could do like a rope swing thing that spins around, so it goes all the way up and turns around. That would only be a base plate, but they could make that the same height as the Loop coaster and it wouldn't take up any space. That would look amazing as well. Going to be a very busy one at work this week, but got out early today. There we go. Don't blame you. Get out the office, Jay, and relax. So Jay is not going to be available for a very important stream, which is the Black Friday Star Wars thing. So I don't know whether to stream it live if I can while it's going on, or wait for this gentleman to get home from work, go live with him for 20 minutes while he's so busy, and actually talk about the Star Trek Enterprise, if that is what they are going to show off on this Black Friday, because it might not be. But I would like to know the full price. I want to know the breakdown of everything. I just want to know everything. And then you guys and girls can make the decision, did you do the right thing and not get the giveaway for the Goonies? because obviously people want to see what it's all about and get one or the other. But that Goonies giveaway will be finished by the time we get any news on the Star Trek, unless they've got a load of them in store, and you might be lucky. But I don't know how quickly they're selling. They're selling out in store. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. But yeah, still, I'm just going to let that poll tick over and see what does, because we already know what the minifigures are like for the Marvel, but we are 4 votes in, 4 votes for separate things, and obviously you got a choice of 2 per thing. So yeah, we will see how that goes. But I'm actually building something, which is exciting, rather than just sat here crying. We've actually turned a couple of pages. So we're on step 329, page 230 of the first booklet. Star Trek is all over the internet now. In the UK, independent toy store showing images, so it has to be official on Thursday. Ooh. Well, I will have to take a good look. I am intrigued to see what this is all about. I'm actually quite excited of this. Without me looking properly, because Jay has already sent me an image, and it was a far away image. I did try and zoom in. Does it look okay, or does it look like a pile of turd? That's all I want to know at the moment. The best question is, for anybody that is lurking in the background, are the images you've seen good enough that you didn't get the Goonies now because the Goonies giveaway is still available, or has it convinced you to get the Goonies with the giveaway and the Disney set? Because I know that's been a big topic of conversation with everybody. They wanted to see both of these sets at the same time so they could see what they're going to get, because of course you're getting the Disney giveaway, you're getting the other little bits and pieces while obviously the Goonies is available. But as I've only been sent one image, because I haven't seen anything on my Instagram yet, so I am looking forward to seeing that. But from your point of view, Jane, because obviously we're only going to get one or the other, are you getting this one, or do you think the Goonies is better? And to everybody that's liked the video, thank you very much indeed. It helps. I've just received a message from Jay, both now in the Disney Store sale. So Jay says the giveaway purchase looks excellent, but the inside looks a little bit weird. Okay. So the images are out, like full images of box and stuff, or because I'm sure this happened last year with their Black Friday. I don't, because it's obviously in store. So somebody in one of the stores have obviously just gone, no, I'm going to take all these photos, and now it's come out because it's been kept under wraps, and it's just sod's law that basically they're going to set up a big live stream for it, and it's it's already out. So they didn't really need to do it, and they probably already filmed it. That's the worst thing. So they could. They wouldn't get the images up early, would they? Or did they do that one year? Did they get the images up? And then they did a live stream, and what they spoke about was already on the Lego website. I better check. Let me have a look. Don't think they would have done. Just well, no. It'll be all over their Instagram page, but no, it just says coming soon. So I'm assuming with you saying that the giveaway looks good and everything else that you are going for this rather than the Goonies, then you've made the correct decision for yourself, which is quite a positive. Oh, I can see the poll changing. I can see that changing. Is Ninjago in the lead? Ninjago and the amusement park is in the lead. I agree with that highly, to be honest. But like I said, I am the amusement vote on that one out of the two. Ooh, Jay's in my DMs. Ooh. That giveaway looks amazing. Oh, they've added the bridge on. No, that's the lasers, isn't it? That's where it shoots. So I wonder what the top looks like. Ooh. Well, we will see when more detailed photos come out. Yeah, see, that's it. You've got a lot to think of. I mean, these polls are, I mean, with all the sets that are coming out next year, the ideas in the black box kind of covers everything that an adult collector is going to cover. If I split the ideas up, that might have been a little bit, few. So there's no top images yet. No, because there's obviously, they're not going to put anything on the Lego website yet, but this is where we're at. They haven't got anything. They haven't got anything on there. Has to be Black Friday. It's got to be. There's nothing around and about on it. There's nothing new added either. We've just got all of the Marvel stuff on there. So no, there's nothing new and fruity yet. The Goonies giveaway still available? Yes, it is. So the Goonies giveaway is still available. Well. What is going to happen then? What are people going to think about that? But no, when the rest of these images come out. So Jay's saying, Mr. Jay's Toy Collection UK has said that it seems like a medium size from trying to count the studs on top, so it should work for me. I wonder what the actual dish dimension is. That'd be quite interesting. Because obviously they're not gonna go like full ball UCS size, but it would still be nice to have a good mix of detail in it. But clearly, the minifigures must fit in it, so that top must come off, which is nice. But again, we'll wait and see. We'll see when some other images actually come out and who starts to crumble first with regards to official press images, because we know what Legos are like. If you start actually showing the images off, they might end up slapping you on the wrist, or they might just be like, well, it's out and it's done. But if Jay's saying it's everywhere, then I bet there's somebody scratching their head in the head office going, oh, we can't even keep this a secret. No. Looking forward to seeing what that is like, because what day, this is a stupid question, but what day does the Black Friday actually fall on? What date? Sorry. Is it the 20? It is the 28th, isn't it? I know it's not the day because it's Black Friday, but the actual date. Is it the 28th? Or is it the 27th? I don't know what date that Friday is. Because I would imagine there'll be a lot of people, that weekend will be packed, because it'll be a very, very busy weekend with the Cyber Monday. Jay Toy Collection UK says, but I can see some getting very annoyed with the piece usage of the shapes chosen, so I'm expecting a mixed reaction overall. That was the last Friday in November. Maybe it is the 28th then. 28th, last Friday in November. Fair enough. So yeah, we'll see. They did it last year. I'm sure when they did the live stream, they did the images beforehand, and there was no need to watch the live stream. So we can get some nice detailed high res photos, and then we can do a proper separate live stream on it, and just go to town on it, because I have been waiting for this for a while. But I just hope, because potentially they're only ever going to do this once, and if it doesn't sell well, then they're not going to make the others. But there's so many different ones that they could do. I mean, there's so many ships that they could do, like the Star Wars stuff. That'd be quite nice if they actually did. They did do it. There's so many small pieces in this as well. So many. See see how it's got so many bits in. £100 discount with Joe's points. That's a bonus, as well as being a good giveaway. Then it looks like it'd be expensive giveaway in the S-Mark. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Do we have any inkling to what the official price is actually going to be for it? That's the question. Yeah, I wonder what the actual official. Okay, Jay's gonna have digging. He's gonna have a dig. Jay's gonna have a dig. I've just typed it in on the search, and the main websites haven't got it on there yet. So because they haven't got it on there yet, I don't know what Lego's going to be. I'm sure it's all over Instagram and everything else, but we are only a few days away from it. So, oh, hang on. Oh, that's in August. How did they get that in August? That's not where the images on. Oh, the official images went up on YouTube 20 hours ago. 28 is the 28th of November. 28th of November. Still not got. It's got to be, yeah. It's got to be that. It's got to be coming. They'll wait until the Thursday, whatever time it's going to be, and then they'll go. And they'll go from there. So there's nothing else on the Lego website. What I will quickly check is hang on, I'm black, aren't I? Yeah, there we go. Is the offers? Is the sale stuff still going strong? Because that's still up at the top. There's your offers. Sale. Yeah, they're all still there or thereabouts. They're all still there or thereabouts. So okay, right. Well, we'll wait for that news to come through. Jay's going to go digging for us. The photos that he sent do look interesting. So, I'm sure somebody somewhere is going to be having an absolute seizure. They just can't seem to keep anything hush-hush at the moment. And I don't know why. Because they used to, well, they were, and they are so secretive. But I don't know if they can even trace where that comes from. But you know full well that we're going to see it fully built then on Thursday for all those lucky people that have been given it. That's affiliated with, I would imagine. Right, we are on anyway. We're on step 336, page 237. Well, we've actually made some progress in the last 20 minutes, which is great because I think I've done more in the last 20 minutes than I have done in the last 3 live streams combined. Which is very, very, very good. So I need to turn that off. Brilliant. And we are away. Right. Where are we? We are, that bit's done. Wrapping it around there. So yeah, there's loads and loads of like single one studs and just other little bits and pieces like that, which again, a huge difference compared to the last build where it was all really big, super chunky, super easy bits and pieces to find. And now, obviously I've just poured it on. Right, South Korea won. So, Korea won. Sorry, I thought you said Korea won the thing. So, right, it's leaked in South Korea. So my conversion to pounds, as an estimate, is 280. But Joe reckons it'll be a bit more. You reckon 299? Well, if it's going to be that price, it's got to be a big model. And I'm assuming the dish has got to be the same size of a base plate at least. That should be a big. Hopefully, it's a big circle. Hopefully. But we'll see. We will see. We will see. All the places for it to leak. So you finished your. So Jay reckons it's going to be somewhere between $299 to $330 with my guess. Yeah, because if it's going to be that amount of money, it's got to be a good size, surely. I know we're going to, by the looks of it, you're getting the whole crew. Again, not photographed, but you are getting a very, very important minifigure potentially with that sort of picture with the giveaway. So yes, it could be quite important. And the votes keep coming in on this poll. So got another one for Ninjago / movement the amusement. So I honestly am very much looking for. I just want a nice something. Jay's done his research. He's gone all in to find us the what he thinks it might be. So with what you've seen, are you happy with that amount of money or not so much? Because I know people are going to be saying different stuff about all the bits, aren't they? So because we're going to get, well, I don't actually know how many. I don't actually know how many minifigures you're going to get. That was lucky. Jay's deleted his own message. That was a filthy one then, was it? Ow. So Jay thought it was going to be 350. Yeah, it'd be interesting when everybody else gets back in from work, because I've gone on early just to try and break the back of this a little bit. When everybody else starts jumping in and seeing what's what, I wonder what I don't know whether to do the poll. Do I change it and talk about Star Trek? Actually, I will. We'll talk about giveaways. That's what we'll talk about. That'd be a good one, Jay. That will be a good one. We'll get it set up. We'll get it set up ready for everybody else later on. So $20.36. Unis. Now, we haven't had many options for giveaways this year. I need a good giveaway that you've got this year, Jay. That was important. I need to know what you think. And anybody else that is about or watching this on the replay, let me know. Can't remember if I turned the page or if I got carried away. Yeah, so there's going to be the Star Trek giveaway going against a Goonies giveaway, and then I need, we'll do Star Wars, which I don't think was massively important. Was there any exclusive minifigures this year? What else was there? You had the Mario shell, didn't you? I'll do Simpsons then. That's a good mix. That's the last few anyway, isn't it? So we've got Star Trek, Goonies, Star Wars, The Simpsons. I would say in worse order, joint last is The Simpsons versus Star Trek for most importance. And then it's going to be a very, very close first for Goonies and Star Wars. But I'm just getting that in there. So Jay's now going to vote for The Simpsons just because it's Jay. Right, game on. Right, we'll see what people think. Oh, bugger. I put 2026, but you know what I mean. There we go. Idiot. What an idiot. There we go. Yeah, well. What a plonker. Yeah, I think it's going to be Star Trek Goonies as a 50-50. It's going to be a two-horse race there. Yeah. It's going to be a two-horse. That's that bit. That's that bit. That's that bit. Turning the page. Right, yeah. Okay. I think for me, it's got to be Star Trek. Got to be, I think. If that is the figure I think it's going to be, I think that might be the most important one this year. But everybody's got their own importance of what they want in a giveaway. I'm sure there'll be people that don't care about minifigures and they want something else and blah, 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 blah. But when a figure's part of a crew, that's where it gets a little bit messy. John, hello to you. How are we? So, yeah. So if, you know, they're not official, but if these images are correct, and I know you're not a minifigure, you know, you don't go crazy for the minifigures, but the importance of that character that isn't in with the main crew is actually quite important. So if you were to have the ship, you kind of want that minifigure with it, because this is the problem that, obviously, this is what we're saying about giveaways and, you know, things like that. When it comes to the fact of they will just put an important character, not like a generic minifigure, but like a character in a giveaway, and there's no other way of you getting it, that's where they go sky high, because people that break the ship down for parts know full well that people that missed out on that giveaway will spend the money on the giveaway. So some people, yeah, I hated her character. Well, some people liked her, some people don't. She was fiery, to put it that way, wasn't she? But she was in it and then out, and then she kind of made quite a big impact. She was one of those characters that keep coming back and you recognized who she was. Whereas some people were in it quite a lot, and yeah. So I would have rather have had her than get the child. I hope the child isn't part of the main crew. Yeah, I think so. I think the minifigures are going to be a big selling point of the Enterprise. Oh yeah, it'd be like anything, because, well, it's like the big slice of cake, isn't it? There's the Death Star is 50% off if you didn't want the minifigures, and to be honest, they're just standard minifigures with it. There's nothing massively exciting about those. To me, there's not. But yeah, the ship, because it does give people the opportunity with the ship if you wanted to make it bigger. But again, we haven't got the dimensions yet of the actual dish or anything like that, and you know, take everything with a pinch of salt. But the actual little shuttle is part of it, and you could have that flying around. You could have it big, blown up. You can have people hanging out the arse of it if you wanted to. It's you can if you wanted to just as a display piece, you can actually use it. And I said all along, for that slice of cake up there, I don't think it's that important, and you can build. I would imagine you'd be able to do stuff without it. I would have thought you would be able to build it up if you wanted to. I see. Clever. Who was the worst character on the show? Yeah, that's it. I think. Well, he was that annoying that they kind of got rid of him for ages because he was know-it-all. But it was weird because, without too many spoilers, Jane, the Doctor from the first series isn't in the second series because of contractual issues. And then she comes back for the third series, but they don't kill her off. They just make it out that she's on the planet below. So her kid is in it a little bit more in the second one, and he's a right prick. So he, to me, he's a bit more annoying, I think, because the problem is he's in it longer as well. So that's what I would say. I would say for me, he's the one. Yeah, any Lego set without the figures is going to sell much cheaper. Yeah, but I think for some of them, yeah. I mean, you've got like the modulars and things that, to be fair, with or without the figures, they're still going to hold their value because some people just want them. But when it comes to minifigure collectors, they will just buy it and then they'll just sell it much cheaper because they think those figures are worth a lot of money. Whereas some of them, if the figures aren't worth that much, then the set will still be quite expensive. So it's a bit of a catch-22 with those minifigures because, like, this round of the Marvel stuff, for example, if you bought the bike and you sold the bike off, like the Ghost Rider bike, for example, you would only sell that. People are only buying that for the figures, aren't they? So you would just get that for peanuts. But other bits that look quite smart. But I think this giveaway might be an expensive one if you don't get it. I think it might sell quite quickly because don't forget, you will have people that just love Star Trek wanting to get it. And those people that love Star Trek that don't understand how the giveaway works because they're not part of the Lego bit, there will be somebody that will buy 3 or 4 of them and put all of the giveaways on eBay. And then all of a sudden, the people that didn't know it's going to be a set will see it on there, and then they'll buy it. And then all of a sudden, the value of that will just go skyrocketing up. So, yeah, we'll have to see how it sort of unfolds. Well, this is the interesting thing. Obviously, the sets for January are much cheaper, aren't they? So John says Lego is in the business of selling minifigures and sets and making for the higher price. Yeah. So, but next year, by the looks of it, everything's dropped because we're looking at a detailed look at the new Marvel stuff. Obviously, the brick count's dropped, but all the sets are much cheaper. Like the Sandman for 3 very good minifigures and the actual display, that's now under £20. The car is from 23 down to 17 on the year before. The Daily Bugle is obviously a few less pieces, but that's £30 cheaper than what the other one is. God, Oscorp, and they're about the same. They're about the same size. So if we are going to be now getting, because obviously they're aimed at children, don't forget, but like the Ghost Rider bike is £8, like £9, but you get a brand new torso figured with it. So that minifigure alone would be, say, worth, the minifigures are, say, £7, and you're only paying £8 for everything. So it'd be interesting to see if their new business model, it's not a new business model, but moving forward, it's less pieces, less price, but good minifigures, because that's what a lot of people seem to want. But it is interesting that the first couple of sets that have been announced for next year are much better value than what they were the year before. So and it'll be interesting what they do with the Star Wars stuff moving forward as well, and like everything moving forward because of just the piece count. So those people that want cheaper sets, but you're not getting as much, you know, you might be in luck next. You might be in luck for this. Well, for January for the Marvel stuff, you might be in luck. So that was pretty impressive. Ah, are they? So we're looking for a Mando N1 UCS for May the 4th as well, potentially. Oh, the play scale one's big. So that thing should be huge. That thing will be huge. And again, that's probably where they're going to put the money. I can see them maybe making the 18 plus sets a lot of money and then bringing the price down for the lot. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's like they've made them cheaper, but they've taken the pieces away. So you either pay more money for more parts, or you get less parts for less money. But what they seem to have done this year, they've seemed to have sweetened the deal ever so slightly with the minifigures. So there's a lot of new prints in those with regards to the new Daily Bugle and all the other little bits and pieces, and it'd be interesting how they're moving forward with it. But the sets that are coming in January are priced accordingly to the age, which makes a big difference because, you know, when you're paying £27 for a little car, which is only like a 6+ thing, it should be nowhere near that price. So they've taken the pieces away to make it cheaper for that age group. But what are they going to do when it comes to the black boxes? Are they then just going to be like, well, that's where we're going to make our money back? So yeah, we will see. But it seems to be that 10p is now their go-to. Me and Jay were talking about it. It was sort of 7-8 pence a brick at one time, and it's now gone up to 10. And obviously, it very much depends on how strong our currency is compared to the krona, I guess, at the time. Enjoy doing the food shop, Jay. You take care. I will speak to you soon, sir. So yeah, Jay's the mathematician when it comes to the value of all those little bits and pieces. And hello to Noah as well. It is, yeah, they are. Well, that's it. Everybody wants them. They are. That's exactly what it is. Lego are in the business for minifigures. People go mad for them. The CMF, you are not going to be You're not going to be able to get a full lot of them unless you buy a box in January. People, they know what they've done with those animals. People have gone crazy for it, and it's what's going to happen. The Spider-Verse, Jay was saying, was very, very difficult to get hold of as well. And of course, now that they'll basically be sold out, so you will be paying through the nose for it. It all started off with those original sort of CMFs, and then they've just gone up and up and up and up. But obviously, some people aren't too fussed about the minifigures, and they want the building experience. But I think it's going to be the year of minifigures next year. You got no response on your Lego ideas set? Hang on. Well, have you uploaded it onto the Lego ideas? What do I need? Just a single? Oh, that's annoying. Where's that gone? Where's my spare? We'll have to have a look, Noah. I can't vote on it because I haven't got an account. But I can try and show it off for you by all means. So we can have a look, see. Well, I was going really well up until when it wasn't. God, just square. I am sure I got loads of these spare pieces, but can I find one? No. I don't particularly want to go through this head either. I need a dark grey single square. That is all I need. I will find one. I will find one and then I will carry on. Why are we at the voting stage? 50-50. 50-50 for the voting stage so far. Oh, come on. Get away with it in a different colour. I've got one in black. That's a start. Just a dark grey is all I need. Got one. Ha! Happy days. Is that the same colour? Yes, it is. Magic. There we go. That was worth the effort. Keep doing that. Oh, Noah's getting his biggest Lego haul ever. Good night to you, because I know the time, because we've got a bit of a time difference at the moment, Noah. So it's a little bit later. It's a little bit later for you. So John says every time a set is overpriced or sucks, conveniently instantly goes to the minifigs. Yeah, well, this I think is what they're doing moving forward. So they've dropped the price, they've listened to people, and it was very much a case of, because we did a poll a while back, didn't we? It's like, what would you prefer? Pay more money for more pieces, or pay less and get less pieces? And that's what they're going to be doing. It looks like the car that they've done is the same scale, so they're just using bigger pieces. So it's just going to be less building experience, I think. And they've just given us a load of new prints for the minifigures. So I think that's potentially what they're going to be doing for the Marvel thing. But the problem is everything. It doesn't matter what company it is now. Every single company's going up. So I thought it was quite nice to see it priced for kids, because obviously it's aimed at children, isn't it? That price point is. So the price point is, the build experiences, everything else is aimed for that. But it very much depends on, are they going to start taking the detail away from the adult sets and keeping them the same price? That's where it'll be a completely different conversation. But no, for a 6+ set, 7+ set, or whatever it is, I think they've actually, in all fairness, for the size, the price point, it's at an affordable present price point. But like I said, it's going to be a very, very different conversation if all of a sudden you get like the modular, and the modular's got 500 pieces left, and it's the same less, and it's the same price as what it was last year. That's where I think people might end up blowing the lid. But no, this new sort of Marvel scale, it's basically the Lego City scale, isn't it? That's what they're doing. So the fact that they brought the price down while paying the horrible Marvel Disney tax, I think parents might be a little bit happy with that, especially buying it for that age group, maybe. But collectors across the age groups might be a little bit different. So yeah, we'll see what the future holds for that one. It'll be an interesting thing. This bag is a big bag as well. But will we get a set like this in the future with this amount of detail? I hope we do. I hope we do. But I think a lot of people next year will be umming and ahhing and sort of thinking about what they're going to be buying, what they're going to be doing. Well, yeah, that's it. That's it. John says, yeah, they were just definitely pricing the kids out. Most kids just want the figs anyway. That's it, exactly. Credit where credit's due to the Lego Group, even with forget the amount of money that they've made, put that to the side. They did say with their 4+ sets that they said it's going to come out at a more expensive price. There's going to be all prints, no stickers. And then when they've got enough in production for the colors, they'll start to bring the prices down, and they have. So that's a positive. So for the 4+ stuff, which is stuff that gets them off Duplo, they dealt with that. But yeah, I think they were very much losing touch with the age demographic of the children's because of the price, and they weren't making the sets too detailed. But if you think of what they were in the if you go back to the 90s, if you go back into the I'm thinking now of like the old rescue sets and stuff where you bought a car and that it was a whole tub as a frame, and then you just pop 4 wheels on, and you put like a 4-piece, a slope, and a windscreen and a steering wheel, and that was it. But that was still a size of a mobile phone kind of thing. So that's where they were at, and then obviously then they went crazy and did what they did. So yeah, I think the first lot is okay for who they're aiming it for and the price. But I am intrigued to know how that's going to continue next year with regards to different bits and whatever else, and just if there's going to be any complications moving forward or what. That's the thing. I think we're going to have, well, with the game coming out for DC, and there's a big film coming out for Marvel next year. What are they going to be? What are they going to be actually releasing and giving us? That sounded important, whatever that was. I heard something drop, something got stuck to my sleeve. We'll figure that out in a minute, whatever that bit was. Two of those. And we've got another. Right. There it is. Yeah, so we'll see what it does next year. We'll see what it next does. Yeah, but with regards to like these are just stupid because you got, I mean, in a good way. I mean, you got all the detail with the stairs, just putting this twisty staircase in, and this is going over all the Technic gearing, and you've got so much detail on the inside of these things. And of course, this is the design where you can actually spread the stairs around. They're the bits that they are capable of moving, so you can actually kind of get the minifigures on there neat and tidy. Yeah, so clever, so clever. Oh, I am just hoping, keep saying it, I'm expecting good things from Ninjago next year, but I really am looking forward to the amusement set. And what are we going to get? Because we're due one. We are due one. Have they? So I did check before. The is still available. Doesn't seem to be anything sold out apart from this. So this is temporary out of stock. And I wonder if they're going to bring that back in for the end of the month, because that is waiting at the moment for that one. So because that went back in stock and then it went back out again, and then it's back in and back out, and I think everybody's wanting to get it for multiple different reasons, because that is a nice set that looks good built. And again, Razor Quest is, as we covered at the start, that's in a big sale on the Disney website at the moment, so you can actually get 20% off a lot of Lego sets as it stands. So if you are interested in anything like that with regards to stuff, you might be able to pick yourself up some bits and pieces early, because it's the Falcon and the Razor Quest that both have 20% off. All right, flying through this. So we are on step 350 now, which is nice. But yeah, I want to just torpedo through this and make sure that there's no missing bits or a bag or something stupid like that. I've got faith in it, but I've always had problems, like I said, with Ninjago sets for whatever reason. And if it's going to go wrong, it always happens to me. And if I can get this done sharpish, then we can try and carry on building the AT-AT. Or Jay's very kindly said I can build some of his backlog because he wants his city up to scratch. So I can do that instead, which would be nice. Because that way I don't have to build that thing. I built the ear, but that's as far as we got. But no, the layer, what I really appreciate on this is all of the layering and all the detail and how all the wall and everything comes together. And it's just, they do make a huge effort with the actual buildings. You don't have to be a fan of the cartoon, you don't have to be a fan of the actual line, but you have to still think it's one of the most enjoyable things to build, just because the color usage, parts usage, all that kind of stuff, which is always good. Right, can I add this? I can. There's a sticker I can do. So we need to add on sticker 11. I can do that. I can do a thing with that one. So sticker number 11, not that sheet. It is this sheet. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is, once these are all done, we're going to go over the Ninjago language. I'm going to go over the stickers and we're going to learn the language, because I want to go back through my original Ninjago City book. Tease me. I can do that one, but I can't do number 62. Ugh. That's annoying. Never mind. At least it's on the outside, so I can come back to that one later. I'm assuming that's going to be part of the rail. Right, next one of those. So what step is this? This is step 353, page 251. So yeah, there's actually quite a lot of steps in this bag, to be fair. Like I said, I went on at a really awkward time in the UK just to actually try and build something. And it seems to have worked, so that's good. Where are these two weights going? Right, we've got a floater. So this bit that's missing the sticker goes on the big Technic pin just there. So that does one thing. Oh, Jay's back. So we're talking about, if you read the conversation, Jay, we're talking about like overpricing of stuff and minifigures of stuff and stuff. Are you happy with the new Marvel arrangement of it being slightly more aimed to children? Jay says, did I mention the Razor Quest in the big sale? No, you didn't, Jay. Where can I find that? Is it on the Disney store by any chance? Is it? Disney store. Let's have a look. They got anything else on sale in there, Jay? Have they got? Now, why did that go away? There we go. I was going to say, I saw the Hocus Pocus. So they've got 20% off the Hocus Pocus, Jay. So what else have they got? Oh, look. That's a tease, isn't it? Look, the Daily Bugle went down to 240. Oh, I know people that want that as well. That's where if they've got a Disney store buy, that'll be sold out in store as well, surely. That's very true. But I was saying with regards to pricing, buying it for people, minifigure selection, are you happier that it's got cheaper, less pieces, but figs for kids? Or would you rather be paying more money for a few more pieces? Oh, Joe found the sale because of Hocus Pocus. I see. So have they just got the big 5? Big 4? Because the Home Alone isn't in a sale, is it? Well, if Mr. Lego King appears, he might have to get himself down, if he can, get himself down to the Disney store, because that's obviously going to be the price of what it is on the Lego website, you would imagine, with points. Because I think the cheapest I've ever seen this was 25% off, and it was on John Lewis. I think that's the cheapest I've ever seen it. But I'm assuming they have given us a little bit of a tease to all the Disney stuff that's going to be in the sale for the Lego Black Friday. Really itchy face, and I don't know why. I have no idea. Could you do another sticker, though? Sticker number 25. There we go. The more I can do, happy days. So like I said, the sticker sheet in this is filthy. So Jay thinks that it is just the bigger stuff. So yeah, it looks like it's just those handfuls of sets that have gone in early. I have noticed that other companies are doing the Black Friday stuff early as well. But if you think it's a long wait for the Lego group to do their sales. So Jay thinks, yeah, maybe it goes into the Lego sale with double points for Insiders Day. Yeah, but it's not the inside. It'll go on double points, but it won't go into a sale until their Black Friday, will it? Because the Insiders, if I remember, Lego King, hello, good afternoon. I've got something to show you. So if I remember rightly, the Insiders Day was double points, but it was only on Lego's own stuff. And then on the Black Friday, they did selected double points and points on sale, I think. Because it's double points so close together, the last one they did was double points on everything. And then the Insiders Day didn't include any theme. And then all of a sudden they did the Black Friday Cyber Monday, where it was all the bigger bits and pieces. So Mr. Lego King, the Daily Bugle is in a sale already at the Disney store, and it is down to £239. So that is the cheapest you're ever going to get it. Last year there was big discount and double point on Insiders Day. Well, I thought the Ninjago was Black Friday, or was that Insiders? It could well have been the Insiders Day instead. Because I know the Harry Potter train went in, but did the Harry Potter train go in and the AT-AT go in on the Black Friday, and then the Insiders Day was staggered? So did they do? So is the Insiders? Oh, I'm so confused. I can't remember now. I can't remember. But I think it was definitely one than the other. But yeah, that's the Disney started it, so you can see what it looks like it's going to be with regards to sales, offers, prices, points, stuff, other stuff, and things like that. Sticker number 57. Has anybody seen sticker 57? Because it is on the sticker sheet after 55. Yes, apart from, I think the Black Friday though was the AT-AT and the long Harry Potter train, but actual other sets, it was all on the Insiders Day. Well, King, it says sold out, so you're going to have to go into store. So if you want it at the Disney store, but what I'm trying to get at is the price that you're seeing probably will be the price for the Black Friday sale for the Lego group. or as Jay's saying, maybe the insiders. But it is, yeah, it could be the insiders. So yeah, it's there, it's available. You've got the big 4 on the screen. I'm doing my best just to kind of hide the Razor Quest at the bottom, but as that comes up, that's also got the 20% off as well. So I'll just sneak it up a little bit more just so people can't quite see it. I think the Insiders Day was better than the Black Friday last year, and the Lego website, if I remember, says Mr. J's Toy Collection UK. I can't find sticker number 57, so I will just pretend that there's no sticker number 57, and I will move on with my life. I also need to clip on that. I need to insert my thing into a pole. There we go, and we are away. Did you? Should we have a look? Jay, did you know, everybody, that the Razor Quest is in a big sale? And this is it. So in case I've not clicked on this yet, this is the price. Is it the same price on John Lewis? Let's just do a quick John Lewis. Let's have a look, see. Lego. Because I know that they're price matching everything at the moment. So John Lewis, as it stands, have sales on some of their stuff. So like the Game Boy's £50 price matched everywhere. The advent calendars are already down. So if you want good minifigures, the advent calendars are good. But the cars are price matched, so they're down now to 15 and 16. But look at this. So this is back down to 99. This is always down to 99. You say £40 on the modulars. So all the modulars are in the sale as well. Lighthouse, you save £52 on the Lighthouse. There it is. Save 104. So they have price matched it. So they price matched on that one. Any other big things that they've done? Just says price matched, so they know that it's just cheaper. They're not actually letting you know. But the Formula 1 cars are at a good price. But yeah, if you didn't realise, John Lewis always has very good stuff in the sale. Obviously, this I've had quite a hard spot for as well, to be honest, with regards to how nice it looks. But yeah, you've got a big sale on that one, and then obviously you've got the big sale at the Disney store, and then you are temporarily out of stock on that as well on the Lego website. So you're out of stock on the Lego website at the moment. You're sold out on the Disney store. There's offers. There's offers to be had already. There is offers to be had already. So it's they are there for people, but it's just shopping around and thinking about what is it you're going to do. So Mr. Lego King says the Hocus Pocus is £150 in use. So is that cheaper than this? Yeah, it's 159 at Disney. So Argos. But Smith's had big sales on as well. Yeah, there's a lot of sets out and about. So the Tudor Corner that's at Argos, so that's down 50. Pac-Man is, it just says their lowest price ever, so they've obviously price matched it to somewhere else. You've got 2 for 30 for different bits and pieces, or £20 each. Concorde is still obviously available. Star Wars 2. So they tend to do offers at Argos. They're a little bit different. So if you buy both, you save money. If you just get one, you kind of pay the same. So you get 20. So it's 159 again. So you've got to get 20% off, and they've price matched Disney store. But yeah, Argos sometimes do amazing deals. and sometimes they don't. But I mean, look, 170 down to 127. Some nice stuff in there. But you don't remember, you don't get the points, but you get 20% off the sled. The mech is in a sale. I saw that ages ago. 25% off that mech already. So if you want a really big, funky looking mech, this is definitely the place to get it from. That's the highest saving so far I've seen on any set, with it being that high percentage of 25. But I have seen John Lewis go up to 25 or 30, because I'm sure I've seen the Razor Quest under 400. Jay is now telling me to tuck into Smiths. They have, yeah, is that the monster one? Is that the monster one? Where are you? You're there. Right, you're still there. It all went off then. That's a bit sketchy. Let's not do that. Let's close some tabs down. What we'll find it using this one. So we'll use Smith's. Smith just opened up in a completely different thing and killed everything else off, but we're back at it. So I did see that the huge Harry Potter at Smith's was in a big sale. Now, the one thing I don't like about Smith's website this year is you can't shop all Lego. You've got to shop by theme. I don't want to shop by the theme. I want to shop every set and then see it for myself. So Jay's talking about Harry Potter. Let's get that Harry Potter set up. I don't know if Jay's talking about the main shaft or the actual big length. So you got a bit of a Dari just wanted to throw in the towel and get this one. This is in a ridiculous sale. From 409 down to 296. That is amazing. And those minifigures, the first time and only time they've ever done them, and apparently they're worth quite a lot of money. So if you want to research that yourself, there's some money in those figures, I think. So just that is great. But the main, so Jay's talking about the length. See, another big saving, 170 down to 229. Minifigure scale, one of those. So yeah, and you've got the other Harry Potter that's down into a saving. So yeah, there's lots of sales started. It's just that the Lego group are just taking their sweet time as normal, just to get involved with all of their bits and pieces. So yeah, there is some good savings on the different websites at the moment. It's just figuring out, what do you do? Do you get the Star Trek with this giveaway, or do you get a Razor Quest? That's what I'm asking everybody. What are you going to do? Are you going to get the Star Trek or Star Wars? Because if it can only be one, do you miss out on the giveaway, or do you miss out on the Falcon? And people at the moment are saying the most important giveaway in 2026 is the Goonies. I think you're all wrong. I think it's the most important one is the Star Trek, I think. I don't know what Jay thinks, but I think it's the Star Trek. Jay's probably done Goonies. I'm surprised Jay doesn't click on The Simpsons just to be awkward. But I think the Star Trek is much more important, if that is a true giveaway, than... I love the detail on this. Than t'other one. The layering on this is scary. The barriers are starting to go on. Just slam that down a little bit hard. The pipe's just falling off. There we go. Jay says, I'll get the Star Trek with the giveaway. There we go. So he thinks I should get the Star Trek with the giveaway. You can get the Razor Quest. Why did you vote Goonies for if you're getting the Star Trek? How does that work? Surely then you've got to get the Goonies over the Star Trek. You've been counterproductive in this discussion now. Because if this is the most important giveaway of the year, surely you should be all the way past the tip and just getting that with the current Star Wars, the current Disney TV. Surely. Or are you going to live through somebody else's moment and just say that they can have it instead? Yes, that's where this conversation is coming from. So the Star Trek supposedly is obviously going to have a giveaway purchase, which is an important character and an important ship, and it's going to be the only time that they'll probably ever make it. That's the thing. So that's why I said, what's the most important giveaway for this year? A Goonies with a mum and an attic, or something that is part of a ship and an exclusive figure. But it's going to be one or the other. People are going to be voting for Goonies or Star Trek. It just depends on what you've seen. That's the question. But Star Trek gets my vote. So I think I can work out that Lego King's voted for Goonies, Jay's voted for Goonies, and somebody else has voted for Goonies. Because somebody already said that they voted for Star Trek. So what do you think of the giveaway then for the 28th, Mr. Lego King? Jay said, as I wouldn't be getting the Goonies giveaway purchase, I'll likely not get the Goonies at all now. Good God. Makes sense. Because he says, I'm going to go straight in. Straight in there he's going for the Stranger Things for that shelf space instead. So yeah, I mean, if you're now putting Goonies against Stranger Things, with the minifigures that's supposed to be coming with the Stranger Things and the importance of that as well. So Mr. Lego King says Alan has the Boba Fett Cloud minifigure, costs about 1,000, and then says crap. So are you saying it's the Star Trek giveaway is crap? Is that what you're saying? I'm not 100% sure what you're not happy with. So let us know what that is. That'd be interesting, because I always like to know other people's thought on things. Always like to know. Always like to know. All right, we're dangling. Look at these, dangling nice little blue lights off. So Mr. Lego King says that the giveaway purchase that comes with the Star Trek Enterprise is crap. And I am saying it is the most important giveaway purchase of 2025. It's amazing how everybody just thinks differently. So, yeah, it is what it is. If you've not seen Star Trek, then maybe that might be the reason why. If you don't know who the minifigure is, then yeah, I can get it. But the actual shuttle, to be fair, could have been inside the Enterprise, I think. Oh, unless you mean in Christmas. I haven't seen a Christmas one. I've only seen the giveaway for the Star Trek. So if there's another giveaway coming at Christmas, then no, we might be talking about different giveaways. Jay says, I am rather moist. We like it's a good, strong, exciting word, that. Absolutely rock hard for the Stranger Things merchandise. So it will be a priority. So Jay has a full throb on for Stranger Things at the moment. Oh, I haven't seen that. No. Oh, so there's going to be more than one giveaway on the 28th of November. I have not been informed about this other giveaway. I am only talking about the other giveaway that is coming out on the 28th. Very interesting. Well, that might make me, depending on what this house looks like, because obviously I'm a massive Winter Village fan, if it is rather saucy, that might actually add to the excitement for the Star Trek, or it might not. But no, we will see. We will see. So Jay has a full throb on. he's pushing in his mushroom tip on the 1st of. So that means then potentially, are you literally giving all the mushroom tip for January and doing Stranger Things and the modular if the modular comes with a giveaway? Or are you literally saying no, Stranger Things can wait for a good time, but you're going to prioritize Stranger Things over the Goonies? But I still don't understand how people are voting for the Goonies giveaway is more important than Star Trek. Wait, it's not. It just is not. It can't be. The attic if you're going to display, so I guess if you're going to display as a boat and the attic, it's got all the it links in nicely, but you are missing the actual shuttle from the Enterprise. So, and if anybody clicks the Simpsons, you're mad. You are mad, and worse off if you click Star Wars. That is not an important giveaway. That is not an important giveaway at all. That Star Wars one, and I know because I have it. I can add a sticker. Number 14. Beautiful. We've got a beautiful blue color. I have to find that, Mr. Lego King, and see what you are going on about. Because to be honest, when me and Jay looked at the double front door gingerbread house, I was a bit confused with where they were going with that. Obviously, it sells well, don't get me wrong, but I've got a couple of gingerbread houses already. But some of the giveaways that they do in the past have been amazing for Christmas, because obviously we've had Scrooge. Now, how they did a Scrooge diorama with Charles Dickens' book and the minifigures, nuts. Jay is off again. Oh, goodbye, Jay. I might still be on by the time you get back. What time is it? 6 now? No, probably not. I'll be gone by 7. So, thank you for jumping in. I will speak to you soon. And I'll probably still be adding stickers, because this is now number sticker 16. I've got sticker 14, 16, 13, and 15 all on the same page. Well, isn't that a bundle of absolute joy? Because they all go around the barrier, so I can do these. But I can't tell you what they say, because they don't include the language in this instruction booklet. Have I mentioned that they don't include the language? And I'm very, very disappointed that they don't. I wish they did. Because I would have just, every time I added a sticker, we could have played a game of what do we think it says. We can't play that game because we don't have it, Jay. Enjoy shopping. Get some nice chocolate. Look at that. Magic. Get on there. But yeah, it's amazing. The second you start adding all these barriers in, it just adds in so much detail. Mr. Lego King is listening, cooking, mince and pasta, onions and garlic with a bit of broccoli. Yes, regards to the Charles Dickens. Was not a fan of the Baker Street book thing. The Baker Street book thing. That a giveaway? Or was that a set? Baker Street, why did that ring a bell? What, Baker Street? Baker Street's not Sherlock Holmes, is it? It is, yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. I thought we were talking about giveaways. So, you're talking about the set. Oh, right. Okay. Okay. There we go. Bouncing around from set to set to set. And Jay just would like to say, before he leaves, he clearly forgot to mention that there is a UCS Razor Quest in a sale that is currently 20% off. Now, I don't know if he is tempted to buy it or if he means that he thinks I should. He's not made that clear yet. So, you need to be a bit more specific, Jay, with regards to where I can get it from if you want me to look at it, and where I could actually place it in my display. So, yeah. But everybody that's liked the video, thank you very much indeed. Obviously, let us know what it is you're going to be building. I can't really share Lego King's cooking recipe because it's not on the Lego website. But if any of you are building in the background, obviously I can tuck into that and have a look, see at all the other little bits and pieces. But yeah, there is at the moment, as Jay has very kindly said, a huge Black Friday kickoff on the Disney website. So at the moment, you have got the option and the ability, if you wanted to get the Falcon, Razor Quest, Hocus Pocus, the Daily Bugle, all at 20% off. So in case you've not seen everything from The Mandalorian, Lego King is saying it crashed. The ship, that's Lego King's contribution to the discussion of a Razor Quest. Have it on fire, I think, is what he's trying to say to that. And obviously already there's talks about the May the 4th set and what it's potentially going to be as well. But I am just waiting for Lego to actually announce the official images of this new Star Trek, and then I can actually have a proper look-see at that. We are now on step 359, page 258, and we are getting higher. And it looks like I've got a pin to push in, so if I've done something wrong, then I am going to be in some sort of trouble. Oh, which way does this go around? So you are spun that way. That is spun that way. We are not overhanging. Oh yeah, we do over. Oh, that's weird. We've got a huge overhang, so that clips onto there. That's on there. Oh, is this where the this is where the Technic bits have got to line up, is it? Oh, this is going to be fun. All right, try it again. As I leave the house, I just sent you a voice note for the chat. Something I forgot to mention. Right. Jay's Toy Collection, UK. JD Toys. He's there. So in case I haven't said his name enough, it's Jay's _ Toys Collection, UK. Right. I wonder what this voice note will say. I'm just going to play it full volume. So I don't care if it's filthy. I'm past the point of caring.
Just in case I did forget to say on the stream, the Razor Crest is in a big sale at John Lewis and the Disney store.
So just make everybody aware that the Razor Crest is on sale on John Lewis and the Razor Crest. I'll just send him a message back. Yes, thanks for that. Jay. Absolutely. I agree. I'm also going to tell him don't leave. Don't leave. There we go. And I'm now looking at those images again of the Star Trek Enterprise going, I really would like to know how big that dish is. So, yes, there we go. Always fun and games with me and Jay. And obviously you can imagine what we're like on a live stream together. So John Powell says, not only is the Star Trek giveaway the best because it's an actual shuttle, but it's the very first shuttle by Lego, correct? Plus the exclusive minifigure. Nothing else can close. I am 100% on board with that. And I cannot understand how the Goonies is currently winning. I don't know. So, again, for Lego King, because obviously Lego King has been going on about the Daily Bugle forever, this obviously is a sign of things to be looking at. £240 in Disney. Gone now forever from the Disney store. So if you are going to get it, potentially it will be this price with points, but you will have to get it at midnight on the Lego website when it comes back into stock. If not, your last opportunity will be Smith's, and then it'll be interesting to see what Smith's drop it down to. So yes, so for the sake of Lego King, yep, your Daily Bugle is 20% off on that as well. But yeah, I think actually this the actual Star Trek giveaway might be the most important this year, because if you go back previously for Marvel stuff, the X-Men, you got the stupid chair, had nothing to do with the set. The Simpsons had nothing to do with that at all. No minifigures, no nothing. The Goonies, granted, to have the mum and dad is important for a lot of people, and I can see how having the attic set up with the boat, because for a lot of people they might just have it on a billy as a diorama. But for me, if I was to do it as a theme park display, I could potentially use that giveaway as a photo shoot opportunity and put like a little queue line there, and other minifigures can just stand in there. But the dad minifigure means nothing to me because he's in the film for literally 30 seconds, unless he's in the extended cut, because the extended cut apparently has a lot more going on with it, and I didn't know that. But yeah, as John says, it's not only because it's the first actual shuttle, but it's the very first shuttle by by Lego, and the exclusive minifigure is important if you like the character or not. So, so Lego King said he rang Lego. They are not sure today to ring the store and check website every day. Yeah, so when it comes back in stock at the Lego website, you're going to have to either order it, but they're not going to tell you if that's going to go into the Black Friday sale. It's not sold out. It's just temporary. So you're either going to have to go into all the Lego stores in London to see if you can get it. But this now, as everybody knows that has been collecting Lego for ages, is the huge decision time of, if you're fussed by next year, this is, do you get anything that you didn't get that's going to be retiring and you're going to save a load of money? Or do you save that money and get the stuff day one for the new stuff? Or if you are going to be getting older stuff, can you live not getting the giveaway if it's important? It's a very, very weird time. It only tends to, it's literally end of October, people start to think about it, and then reality hits. The second those sets get sold out in the double points, all of a sudden people start panicking. It's like, it was in double points previous, it was in double points before that. It was always going. We knew it was going. No, that's it. I haven't got a clue. I would actually like to know, because the actress clearly actually had a broken arm. So because that had no reasoning for it, I would have liked the cleaner. I think I would have liked to have done the joke in Spanish with the cleaner with mouth and the statue. So I think that would have just been more funny. But no, the dad, I don't really care. And the mum is just called Mum. I haven't got a clue who they are. Lego King says, if I have to pay 300, I don't care. So he is happy to play full price. Smiths always hold on to the stuff the longest. Smith isn't a go-to place for big sets for a lot of people, because I think it's because you don't get the points. But it will go into a Christmas sale at Smith's. But there is an opportunity that it might go into a Black Friday sale and in Smith's as well. But I would wait and see what Lego Group do first, because you've got the 28th. Well, it'll be, like Jay said, it might be the weekend before for the insiders. And then that's when you're going to have to make your decision if you want to save money. So if you want to save money, you've got 21, 20, 18 days until that kicks off. So in 18 days... Oh, Cheeky Monkey Kiara is in the chat, everybody. If you didn't wish her happy birthday, by the way, wish Cheeky Monkey happy birthday. She loves direct messages on Instagram as well. So if you want to just send her a DM, Jay does not mind you slipping into her DMs as long as you're only wishing her a happy birthday. Might get offended if it's anything else, but she's letting everybody know, which is Jay's Toy Collection UK's better half. Definitely send that girl a DM, because she said, I voted for the Goonies as I was told it was also very important. So that has now taken the Goonies up to 67. So we have the second most important giveaway purchase winning. We have the most important giveaway purchase second. As long as you didn't click The Simpsons, Kiara, that's fine, because Jay would have done you dirty otherwise on that. But she's just making everybody aware that the Razor Quest is in a sale. Do we know, Kiara, how much money is saved? Do we know what the percentage is on that? Because I don't think I've shared that information yet on this live stream this evening. Oh, I have missed a piece. Oh, is that what I knocked off? Ah. I've seen what I've seen the bit I need. But where did it go? I heard something go ting ting clang clang. I told you I knocked it with my sleeve. Nobody believed me. I've got a different colour. Where did it drop to? Where did it drop to? That's on the floor. Don't know how that's made it on there. I definitely didn't knock that. Right, I needed 2 pieces. That was my fault as well. Lego King is wishing the monkey a happy birthday. So happy birthday to you. Yeah, Jay's told me that she really likes attention on her birthday. She loves getting shout outs in your stories. So if you want to put a story up and put at Cheeky Monkey. She really, really likes that. So yes, that's what Jay said. So there you go. Oh, I'm glad I'm not in the car with you now, Jay. Ah, got one. Yes. And it is the correct colour. I was lucky. A light sand 2-piece. There we go. Ah, this little Lego head's coming top trumps this evening. Guess which giveaway goes for more? Ah, well, this is very true. That will be an interesting one. I actually think that the giveaway on the aftermarket, because of the Trekkies, will increase very, very quickly, because I don't think they actually will know that that kind of thing is coming. And I can't at the moment, because what will actually be more of an easier thing is when it's up on the website, you'll be able to compare what Lego value their sets at. Because at the moment, they obviously value all the sets differently for a giveaway perspective. So, yeah, it'd be quite interesting to see which way they go for that. Oh, apparently it's £104 saving, which is 20% off. Wow. There is a 20% saving on multiple Star Wars sets and the Daily Bugle. So, lots of savings to be had. And there's also big savings on the Harry Potter, which I know Jay is extremely excited about and keen on. I can hear Pumpkin in the background walking across something over there. Right, I've got to push this pin in. There. And I'm assuming this is locking it into the next level. Did it miss? I've missed the hole. I missed. Oh. Oh, no, it can't. Hey? I am lost now. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I've got to put it in. I've got to do a double. I've got to do a double hole insertion now. I'm going to leave Jay a voice note as I'm doing it, because he might not be listening. So Jay, just for the benefit of you, I am live still, by the way, so everybody says hello. I am currently about to insert a shaft into a double hole penetration, and it is Technic on Lego, and I don't know if I'm doing it right. So I just thought I'd share that information with you. Now, well, that is what I don't want to happen. How the hell is that supposed to line up with that? Because this Technic cog, this is a crazy thing, because you've got that Technic cog that just fell on the floor, which I don't have a spare of. Oh, where's that bounce to? There. This little wheel attaches to another wheel, and then it looks like it attaches to another cog, which moves another 4 or 5, but I do not know how. Hey, Pumpkin. This, I don't know if I can get that back on. I am struggling mentally, physically, emotionally, definitely emotionally. No, he's not even seen it. He doesn't care. See how much? If he's driving, I'm shocked. He's now just ignoring me. Disgusting behavior, that is. Disgusting. Right, so this is my problem. So you've got that bit there underneath. There's a cog behind the red bit. There's another wheel. And I'm assuming this has to line up with these two. But the problem is it doesn't tell you that it goes in them. You're just kind of supposed to guess and push. But I have no idea. It doesn't work. It's got to work, obviously, but I can't get it to work. So something clearly is not in the right place. And because you can't see... Right, I've said every single build of my life, I hate doing Technic with Lego. And it's either my passionate hatred for it will always force me to do it wrong, or I actually haven't got a clue. Because we're having to go all the way back. So it is upright and erect. So we're going back nearly 100 pages. So it is pictured completely upright. Why are you not lining up then? Lego King says, me too. I'm not 100% sure if you're inserting something or what. I don't know. That is very interesting. You're doing it blind. You can't see. No. Let's just hit it. They're asking a lot on this. Because the pins, the actual Technic bits that you're going over, they move. Surely there would have been an easier way of doing that. I don't know how I've done it, but I have actually attached it. Or maybe that's the way to do it. Do you attach it and then push it down? See, that's now twisting it too much. Now I can't now clip. That's actually now just split the whole thing in half. There's too much tension on that. That's now back in. I absolutely love doing this. It moves something. I haven't got a clue. Haven't got a clue. I can't see. Well, the cogs are touching because I can hear it moving. So, but because there's no panel to remove or anything, I am literally doing that, just in it blind. So I'm assuming that I've actually done it correctly. But I think, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that's going to come back to bite me in the backside. Which is always a very, very good potential. Because it always has a chain reaction, doesn't it? Because it just, everything pings off each other. Right, something just popped. So let's hope. So sticker number 3. We can do 3. That's all right. Just I'm in a good mood today. Can you imagine if I was doing this when I was angry? Oh, God. Still been ignored by Jay. Ignored. Ooh. So sticker number 3 is a full circular disc. Yeah, that's it. If it's tension, then it's wrong. Do the instructions tell you to push a pin in, or you assume no? It's got the arrow. It has it. Ram it in. You got to ram it in through 2 bits. But after I rammed it in first, it's in. Just doesn't seem. Well, it's in now. It's on. It's solid, but it just doesn't, because you can't see what you're doing. And now the next thing, which is fruity, which I don't think I've ever seen that before. The sticker of this disc, the hole in the middle, is supposed to go over this where a pin goes over, and it looks like you can remove the inner bit. Yeah, look, see, that I've never seen before. It's pretty cool. So you remove the inner piece, and it gives you the bit. But yeah, Technic and Lego never really mix, and when you have to do it blind, it's not really a good combination. But that is the Falcon 101. So obviously, you guys and girls that have built the Falcon, it's the same sort of thing. When you start getting told to push the pins in, and it just doesn't quite line up, and you can't quite see what you're doing, you can't put any tension on it. And then we have got the record that goes over. And then that bit. There's a lot to that. A weird. Yeah, so that is working now, look. So no idea what that is supposed to be doing. Because you can't see anything. So we'll see. We'll see what we connect up after. Like the haunted house pins. Yep, that's it. Well, at least you could see the hole that you're pushing it into. I just had to put a pin through 2 Technic pieces blind. So that's not exactly. We've got another one to do with. Turn the page, thinking we'd survived it, and we're asking for another insertion. Stand up for this one. A lot of Technic. Oh, what was that? What was that? Who was that? It was him. This hoodie's so thick, I can't actually feel anything. I just end up knocking it off. Oh, that's going to be fruity. I'll tell you what, if you had chubby hands, you would struggle with that. But luckily, I don't. Right, so we've got something going on here, because you've got these bits that then go down. And that is that. But the amount of spare pieces I have clearly means I have missed a page. Or several. No, that bit I recognise straight away. It was actually go up there. That's fair enough. Oh, we're going to play the game of how much of a numpty can I be? And this is where I find out that one of these pieces needs to go by the pins. I am questioning every single spare piece they give. That one goes. That goes there. That one goes there. That goes there. Ouch! That is embarrassing. There's so much detail in this. I've got 2 more big bits. 2 more big bits, and then I might actually call it quits. What are we getting to? The 10 to 6:30. Yeah. Maybe, we'll see. How much of a moron can you be? Shouldn't be allowed to build complicated sets. I don't know if this happened at the stage where I didn't have the stickers. I stopped and then I carried on and didn't think it through. Yes, it looks like it was. So there's nothing I've done this evening. So is it from the sticker debacle? If it is, that's going to make things fruity. Right, as I'm looking for this, let's get these offers back up. So anybody that's sort of just jumping in and appearing quickly. In case you did not realise, we'll share game on for anybody that wants any of those at a discount. I'll let you guys go soak that in. Get yourself over to that website. You're going to save yourself some money. I'm assuming it's the same for America as well. Could be wrong, but it could well be. That one's spoken for. And that one is also spoken for. Yeah. Well, maybe they're not actually part of it then. No. I'll leave them to one side and see if they're needing a little bit, because I can't see where they go. They have to be somewhere, but that could sting later on. Right, we got a double bag or single bag. Let's close that down. Where are we? I don't even know where I've got my spare pieces. I have to leave them on the table and find the spare bit bag. Must be in the box still, which is annoying. Okay, right. So let's keep on going. We're doing all right. A lot of pieces in those bags, though. Right. So the main thing is that the main actual. Well, I'm screwed now. Basically, if those pieces are missing around that, I can't undo it anyway. So just put those pins in. I don't know if I can get them back out. So we will say that everything is solid. All those bits that are on show are done. That's all done. That has got a step. Oh, there we go. That goes there. That brings that level. Right, moving on. I can't see the bigger bits, but I just found that one small bit, which is ideal. Hope no one can, with the brick breaker, got that thing to push the pin out. Yeah, you got the circular hole, haven't you? But the problem is like when you do the stuff, it's all built in. So if I wanted to take the pin out, I can't, because you can't get the pin near that. So you've got the Technic bit. You then got obviously the main. You've got the main bit with the pin that sticks out. But then you build up all the Lego behind it for the walls, and you interlock all the Lego bits, and then you get to put the Technic sleeve over the pin. So the pin doesn't work when it's a non-Technic set, because you can't get the pin in there. So you basically just hope. I think that's the best way of doing it. You just think to yourself, no, I think I can do it, and then just crack on. Basically, there's nothing else. There's nothing else you can do apart from I've got a second Ninja, which is good. Want this copper with your handcuffs? Yeah, get them on. One thing I've noticed in the newer sets, not this one, but the newer sets, especially like the Star Wars Death Star, I don't know if anybody else has any problems, but the legs do seem to be a little bit on the weaker side. Like they seem to be a little bit floppy. I don't know if that's the case for any of you. But I don't actually know where she's appeared from. The one with the sword. Yeah, we'll guess. We'll guess. That is the thing. That's all we can do. I'd like to make the world aware that Jay has ignored me. So he's out shopping. Bearing in mind he's probably shopping for his own stuff. Now, can I move this? Looks that way. The detail on that, though, is just nuts. That is so beautiful with regards to all. Because don't forget, like that's the windows are picket fences on its side, covered with other tiles. So the building techniques on it are really good. And then any sticker that's missing on the outside, like I said, I'll wait for the sticker sheet to arrive, and I will just plonk that on with it. So that's all I can do. But these bags are big because you've got bag 18 with 2 smaller internals, obviously something to do with the tape. So we'll be on here for another half an hour, and then I will just bag the pieces back up, because there's no way. Bags 19 small. I don't think I'm going to get these 2 done in 30 minutes, especially if somebody says they found more images of this, that, or anything else. But yeah, four bags it takes up so much space. I preferred the sizing of the last set I did. So much better. But there is, I'm looking at right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more Technic pins. So that's how they've hidden this one. What a gorgeous colour that blue is. Yeah, that's a rather nice colourful blue. That she does look very good. I will make a short with her later on. You can stand just there. Close that. Perfect. Right. If I do my best not to actually knock any pieces on the floor as well, that would be good. Right. Game on for this bag. But yeah, Technic pins are always fruity. But what I do like is it's always, well, I say so far, it's always lots and lots of individual builds. And then you add it to the main set. So you can move the set out the way, because obviously all individual rooms. 2, and that's number 3. And then, yeah, it's all got crazy volume of detailing. Workshop was definitely the worst out of the lot, like I said before, but it's okay. It's like deep chocolate brown, this as well. I've said this before, it's the difficult-ish one to see, but it does come together quick enough, which is good. All right, where are we? We're on page 265, step 370. And of course, and that is not 100% correct. Now it is. Better. That's better. There we go. Let's stop being a pleb, shall we? Yeah, that's it. I mean, the AT-AT is so painful. I mean, what John's talking about now, it's all these panels here. So you can see that you've got the Technic bits where it keeps it together, but then you've got like just 4 little bits, and there's 4 more bits up there. And everything is single skinned with the tiles on. You go to push it on and it pops off, or it just falls off if you go to flick it. It's the same everywhere. Like my whole underbelly is the problem. But then if you do start pushing things on anywhere on this too much, the panels just fall off because you're pushing the Technic bits in too much. It's just, but yeah. John agrees with regards to the AT-AT, but I think we said before that the AT-AT, I do believe, is the last of the flimsy builds. And then, as John has already said, I think he built it, that the Razor Quest is a good solid build, which is a positive to hear. And I can tell you now that that thing up there was, is amazingly sturdy. Amazingly sturdy. I think the Venator is I just throw that around. Nothing yet has fallen off that Venator. It deserves to, because I've given it some abuse. Whereas lots of other stuff I sort of cradle and just hope that it doesn't ping off. Whereas the Venator, I think it's solid. The design on that is very, very good. Yeah, very good. Instructions are so dark. They are so dark. We got it. They're that dark, you've actually got to look at the pieces needed rather than just looking at what's yellow, because you couldn't tell that there was a single one bit in there. I never look above. I always just grab the bits and just crack on. So that's why sometimes I actually do get left with spares, because I never... Some people pull them out, don't they? And they get them all set up before they start. I haven't got the patience for that. I just want to get it on, get it in, crack on and get it done. And then... But whatever this is taking shape. And it is going on this... I wonder if I need to bring this back over. I'll try and keep it there for now, because it might make things a little bit easier. Yeah. Well, you can see it, can't you? John says, yeah, the AT-AT is the worst set ever. Total waste of money. The Razor Quest is top best of all time. Yep. And we're talking about price to part. So, like, at the time the AT-AT came out, I think the average price per set was like 8 pence. and then that thing came out, it was like 12 or more. I did the maths on it, and it is the 8080. I think the 8080, the X-Men Jet, and the Marvel thing are the worst value sets, top 3, if I can think off the top of my head. But no, yeah, I've heard the Razor Crest is a bit of a monster. So am I going to regret not getting it? As you can see, what Jay's trying to get at by making me aware that it's available. So yeah, we'll see. That's why I'm intrigued by the pictures of, well, when we get proper high-res photos of this new Star Trek, because I am hoping that the scale of it is sort of mixes in with like the larger Marvel ship kind of things. I'm not expecting it to be like massively massive like the UCS Star Wars stuff, but I would still like it to be at a good scale because of all the other stuff that they've got the potential of doing. Whereas if the scale is just a little bit half-hearted, then I will be questioning what else might actually come, because potentially Black Friday could be the slot for a new Star Wars set every year, because we have spoken about this before where it was a DC slot for 3 years in a row. Yeah, it was the 86, then it was the Wing, I think it might be in the Tumbler. All of them were back to back in that slot. And then when the Shadow Box came out, the slot got taken away with the Avengers Tower. And then we've not had sort of the same theme on Black Friday. Whereas if they think that this will sell well and people want the original ship as well, and then all the other bits and pieces. So I would like a Borg ship. I do want him all messed up in that Borg outfit. I think that'd be a pretty cool thing, because they've given everybody everything for Star Wars a million times. It would be quite nice just to have something completely different. Doing for time. Yeah, not too much longer. I'm going to go. I might be quite close to getting this done, which is okay. I'm just building the mirror bits up. So this is step 382, page 270. We are on at the moment. But yeah, lots and lots and lots of detail. As a result, the payoff's always good. I don't mind the smaller pieces on this, because this is exactly what all the Ninjago sets are like, because they all have function, they all do something-ish, they all do work well. So does people notice that they've started to use these a lot with the circular holes, but they put them side on? I wonder why they do that, because they pin it in the middle like that. And they do this, they've done this on a lot. They did it on the Death Star quite a lot, but then you put the other piece up like so you can't put a pin through it. So do you think it's just a cheaper part to produce? Or I don't know. I've always wondered that. Every time you get to like a single bit in the middle, sometimes, I say always, but sometimes, it just seems to be off. I don't know why. For the life of me, I can't see this instruction booklet at all. No, I don't need glasses, but this is so dark. I can't even see when they're together where the lines are supposed to match up. If you want to see it for yourself, you can download the instruction booklet. but this is horrible. Now, I'm going to give up. I'm going to actually do it on the Lego website and zoom in, because that is impossible to make out what is supposed to go where. I cannot see that back. Nope, can't see. Can't see, can't tell. Right, I'm done anyway. So I'm going to leave you guys to it. This is just going to wind me up, so I can't see. So I'm going to use the instruction booklet. Poll has ended. Goonies won, which I can't believe it won, but it did. So I'm sure that will change when people realise the giveaway that's coming for the Star Trek. I will wrap everything up, pack everything up, and then we'll crack on again probably Thursday. So enjoy the next couple of days. I'll catch you with you soon. Bye.